What's up, Astro Safarians? I recently bought a 97 GMC Safari. It started right up at the seller's house. But after about a week of just sitting here, it no longer starts. My first suspicion was a parasitic draw. So I tried to jump it with a portable jumper. But that wasn't doing the trick. And before you knew it, I had used up all the battery's juice. So something's not right. It sounds like an open circuit. Next, I took out the battery and charged it over a couple of days until I got 12.8. I temporarily took out these plastic covers that are possibly hindering the metal connection. The original bolts were all rounded, so I put in some new ones from Dorman. And now I'm suspecting a bad ground. Next, I tested all 5 relays using this simple relay tester. They all came out good. Next, let's verify fuel pressure. I use this fuel pressure tester from Harbor Freight, and I get 0 every time I turn the key on. Watch. Nothing. I can't even hear the pump prime anymore. Off camera, I sprayed starter fluid down the intake, and the motor ran for a little bit until it consumed all of the fluid. So this can roll out spark. One last thing I need to do is check the connector that leads to the fuel pump. This is the wire harness that goes to your fuel pump. Now to disconnect this, push in the sides of this red plastic and pull. Then push down on this head and pull. I use a set of pliers for that because it was kind of hard. Now make sure that the ground is good. The ground is good. The inside of this connector has 7 pins. 7 pins. The one on the bottom left of the connector head should light up as hot whenever you put the key in the ignition for about 2 seconds. Here's the wiring diagram for the fuel pump. Since we got a signal to prime, we can assume that all circuitry and wiring past S115 is good. I took a multimeter to those 2 gray wires on that 7-pin adapter. One reads a constant 5 volts and the other near battery voltage for about 2 seconds. This narrows the problem down to either the fuel pump or this wiring harness. You have to drop down the tank in order to get the wire out to test for continuity. It turns out that one of the connector pins that connects directly to the pump was completely melted off. A melted connector was the cause of this no start. Key in the ignition, we get PSI. Now let's start it up. And there it is. I got a new problem. The fuel gauge is stuck on full, but that's for another video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned a little bit. Have a good day, you guys.